I keep getting out of there. The only emails I get from them is
Good evening. Welcome to the regular Selectmen's meeting. Today's October 25th. First order of business, we'll open the Selectmen's meeting. And I'll ask for a motion to sign warrants.
Make a motion to sign warrants.
Second.
All in favor? Oops, sorry.
Mine's got some extra if you ever
Grabbing nothing from me.
Well, these are going around, without a motion to approve the minutes of October 11th.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of
11th.
11, sorry, thank you.
Second motion.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Minor glitch in our motion made by Mike to close executive session, seconded by Mike.
Typo, that's all.
Typo.
I'm sure I must have seconded it.
Minor.
I recall it.
Okay, with that correction, putting Justin's name rather than Mike as the second. May we approve the minutes?
It was actually Jimmy.
Jim.
It was actually Jim.
All right. I'll
Okay.
go to Jim.
Thank you.
All in favor? Old business?
Last week we discussed the community.
Can we talk about the other minutes? Can we get a copy of the ones that we were correct?
Yeah, we had a copy in your box.
All right. Okay, don't worry about it. Good enough. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay. You ready for old business?
Last week we discussed the community cafe. The board had some questions, and Joanne wasn't present, so I asked her to come here tonight and be available to answer the questions the board had. Joanne, you want to discuss the
Sure.
community cafe?
Last year, Eastern Area on Aging closed several meal sites in Washington County and Hancock County. In order to keep ours open, I went around and begged, borrowed, and stole from every facility I could to try to keep ours open. And one of the factions was coming up here and asking you guys for some money. It was my mistake being on the budget committee not to put it in under the budget when we went over the budget when we did. I should have actually asked for that amount of money, which is $740 on the third party request under the budget. And it was a mistake under my part. So I'm just asking for the same amount, $740 for the meal site. We run 2 days a week at the site. We serve 12 people Tuesday and Thursday, and then we deliver up to 25 out in the community besides that. So I'm just asking for that additional money if we could, if you would still be willing.
How much is your overall budget? Like, what does it cost to run the program for a year?
Well, that is not anything to do with me. That is the program through Eastern Area. This money that I'm asking for is subsidized, our part of it. So we don't, that goes into the budget to offset, but I don't know what they run, I don't know what it runs,
So
Justin.
who administers it?
It's actually Eastern Area on Aging out of Bangor.
And you get it, even though it goes to them, you do get that full amount?
Yep,
Now,
yep.
is there any danger of them not funding it again or
No,
funding it less?
well, I mean, this money that we raise is for our is for ours only. It doesn't go to anybody else, it goes just to our site.
So, okay. Now,
So
how
this
much do
is-
they contribute? Just
They don't
outside?
contribute anything. They just
Okay.
contribute the meal. That's all they contribute. We pay for our own gas, we pay for our own heat,
Out of
we
the
pay for our own,
that $700?
yeah, $740.
So all they do is provide the meal and
Yeah,
all
they
the other costs?
provide the meal. But the people on top of this, they pay $3 a week per meal. So they pay $6 a week on top of this. So $740 goes to offset the people who run it, basically, is what it goes to offset, if that's what you're asking.
I just wondered if for some reason they didn't fund it, how much it would cost us to do it.
The town, you mean?
Or,
If you added it all together, it probably would cost you around $6,000 altogether.
Well, it's an important program, there's no doubt about that. And I have no problem making a motion to approve giving the $740 towards that.
I second it.
Any
should we ask
discussion?
Randy, we're gonna put a calendar in pay for it, or anything else out of that?
I think it will come out of contingency. Yeah.
Okay, Randy.
Oh, yeah, he's a man.
Any discussion, any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Just remember next year.
Yeah.
I will, I'll come up with it. I'll do it at the budget portion.
Yes.
I'll ask for third party this year instead of, I forgot, mine's not that good.
It happens. We just didn't want to approve 740, then they cut funding more
I
or
know,
something.
I know. Okay, thanks, guys.
All in
Thank
favor?
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, next item under old business, I was asked to, take a look and see if we could find some badges, for the harbor master, the shellfish warden, and deputy harbor master and deputy shellfish warden. Talking with, shellfish warden and harbor master Gary Brown, one of the things, he was having a hard time with was being able to issue a summons without being able to have a badge to identify himself. So, I was talking to, Tony Canone at a harbor board meeting, and, he mentioned, he knew of a place that had some pretty good, badges. He sent back a, copy of, what he was able to put together. I presented it to the board, they gave me the go-ahead, and we do have the badges here, if you guys want to see. You guys all see them?
Yeah.
And the other one is, would be a, holster for your belt. And I just want to let you guys know that these are in. And I was actually surprised that the prices were pretty reasonable.
I think it makes them look a lot more professional if they have a badge.
And they got all their IDs, are correct?
Yes. At the end of the last Selectmen's meeting, I went home, took a look at the Bangor Daily News Online, and I saw that Lubec was one of 5 communities going forward in the next round of the Certified Business Friendly Community. We put together an application. If we are able to complete the process, our name will go up on the Maine Development, Maine Economic Community Development website as a business-friendly community, as a way to try to lure businesses to come to Lubec. It would also help us by giving us extra points on CDBG grants. So this is the process there that's moving forward.
John, what is the next step in this for the town?
Right now, the next step, they are going over our application. They are looking at what we stated on the application that the town of Lubec does to help businesses. We have a revolving loan fund. The town of Lubec has property. The Board of Selectmen have had special selectmen's meetings to sign warrants, so the RLF could make a loan in a timely fashion. You know, they really go out of their way to work with the small businesses in Lubec. And like I said, the advantages of doing that is that if there is a business looking to locate and to add jobs, they would see that Lubec is a area there that is business friendly. I had a meeting this week with Brian Mulligan. He showed up on Wednesday. He's the governor's account executive for the Department of Economic and Community Development. He had already known that we were moving forward.
Good.
I think that would be a good thing for Lubec.
So, too.
The SHIP grant, the Small Harbor Improvement Grant that we put in for, I received notice from the Department of Transportation that was approved. I spoke with a lady named Catherine Rand. The next step there would be to set up a date where she can come up and look at the project, look at what we're going to do. Basically, the grant is for $20,000. And what we allocated it for was to replace the pilings on the wharf. There was 6 of them. 2 of them have already been removed, 4 of them are in need of replacement. To replace the gangway that was damaged in the storm last year. And the other part was to do the repairs on the wharf. The wharf may or may not be covered, depending on the timing.
Is there anything down there set up to stop electrolysis, as far as zincs or anything on any of that steel down there? I thought that was in the original plan on that particular system, because where you have steel pilings on the outside and the water running by it all the time, they've got a certain amount of electrolysis, and it will actually eat and dissolve stuff away. So I would just be curious about if they have, because what it does is electrolysis will drop back to the softest metal there is. And
There
that's
is
what it-
there is something there,
Sacrificial.
yeah,
That's right, sacrificial.
right. It's already set up. It was set up when the
Well,
was
and it
put
does
together.
get checked periodically.
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
was
does.
gonna say, they
Oh,
don't last forever after
Right.
a
Yeah,
certain point, they're all
yeah.
gone.
right.
Yeah, believe
It
you me.
was checked when I was here, so that would be
Oh, the Marine
around
check.
3 years
Who
ago.
checks it?
At that time, I believe it was members of the Harbor Board, and it was also Carlton Fitzsimmons.
Yeah.
We should contact the
And-
harbor board and see.
Yeah, that should be checked,
Schedule and check it soon.
Right.
because,
A good time to fix it when we have it apart.
Mhm.
yeah.
And Kenny Day was also involved with it
Yeah.
at that time. He was doing some repairs.